Hi everyone, welcome back to the Stikbot channel. In today's video, I got something in the mail. This is the glow-in-the-dark Mega Monsters, if I'm not mistaken. And I will of course be reviewing them today. Haven't seen very many reviews of them, I haven't seen any reviews of them, so I'm like, I got them, I might as well do them. And something I'd like to mention, the whole reason I got this is I won a contest again, and I love how that's the name they put on the packaging. Anyway, there's a contest on this again. I'm just gonna open it up and then we're gonna look at them. Now we got the tape off. We can just slide this. Wow, this is stuck. Jeez. Slide that out, and we see Cerberus on the front of the box. And then we open it up, and the big reveal. And of course, there's something in the way. And they're wrapped up in tissue paper. I don't know why they decided to do that. Okay, I guess we'll do it one by one. The first one up is Cerberus, the three-headed dog from whatever mythology, I don't know. My stick feels weird. Never had a glow-in-the-dark stick, but so I don't know. So there's Cerberus, I guess. This one is, I'm assuming, Gigantus. Yeah. Here we have Gigantus. I'm pretty sure they didn't get new names when they made the glow-in-the-dark version. I really need to cut my nails. I'm pretty sure they didn't get new names when they made the glow-in-the-dark versions. And here's the last one, obviously. Scorch. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Alright, now, first impressions. Not a fan. I mean, I like them. They look super cool. I'm gonna be honest. These look sick. But the quality of the quality is just awful. Okay, they're so cheap. It's insane. Definitely. I mean, this is a terrible trend as of lately with Stikbots. Their qualities of the plastic and the production is just way off. I mean, first off, the ball joints on Scorch's wings. Now, again, I don't have the original Mega Monsters, and even if I got them, they wouldn't be made back when they came out. So the quality, I'm assuming, would be about the same as these. If anybody has them, let me know. I know some people have them, I might have to ask. But, like, the quality of the ball joints is just so awful. Look at this. I feel like if I'm trying to animate with it, it's going to be extremely limited, which is the whole point of these things. I'm probably never going to animate with these. I probably won't have an opportunity to use these in an animation with the type of animations I make. These are bad. These are fine as is, but I feel like after a while, they're just going to get super loose. The same goes with the jaw. Like, I feel like after a while, this is going to just fall on its own. I mean, the dinos had like a similar issue, but at least with those, it took way longer to happen. All things considered, there is some good articulation in the neck. I do like what they did with the joints here. They have this weird like two-way sort of joint where it's like there's this section right here, and then you see up here there's another section, and you flip it, and then it's like this. I think that's a really cool thing they did. I think they use a similar technique on the dinos, especially with this thing. I think it's a ratchet joint, right? I don't know the joint terms. But, yeah, I think it doesn't work as well with the dinos because of how small they are, but on a way bigger scale, I think it works pretty well. And the ball joint for the tail is decent. It's pretty decent. Again, though, as anything, after too much use, it will get super worn. But for the most part, everything else is just super cheap, and you can tell. One thing that doesn't seem to be is the suction cups, and I assume that goes for all of them. These are great, as always. I think that's one thing that didn't diminish in quality. Jeez, that is stuck on there. I feel like that's one thing that didn't diminish in quality when they cut down on cost, obviously, is the suction cups. I mean, I don't know how you can make those worse, really. They're suction cups. And the bungee cord quality, the things that like hold these guys together, seem to have not gone worse either. Now, I guess we're moving left to right. We have Gigantus, the one everybody goes crazy about, leaving Scorch and Cerberus in the backlines, whatever. I mean, literally, they're using him again in Off the Grid, and his leg joints suck. You can't do anything without them, like, automatically flipping back to that, unless they're, like, I don't know, put in place. Ooh, that is awful, for one. I don't know how anybody animates with this thing, unless there's a wire in there, which I don't even know how you put a wire in there to keep them up. Look at this, there's no cord in here. It's all plastic past the legs. And the legs are the thing that could use plastic the most because they suck. This is awful. The head moves like this. Doesn't really, yeah, it's whatever. Again, that's pretty decent. But the arms are so loose and very heavy. So like, you feel like you're gonna animate with them, probably not the best. And the issue comes when these are literally meant for animation. It's the whole point of Stikbots. There's a joint here. That joint's fine. And then it swivels. I'm not a toy reviewer, alright? And this is so loose. I moved that once, and it's like butter, and that's not good when you have an animation thing, a tool used for animation that should not be loose. Alright, okay, well that was Gigantus, definitely a disappointment, and even the base Gigantus, I don't see what all the hype is about. Cerberus is 100% my favorite. Anyway, I just hit my light. Anyway, as I was saying, Cerberus, by far the best. He's so cool. He has 3 heads. I don't get why everyone loses their mind about Gigantus over here. He's literally the smallest out of all of them. Like, dude, he's so puny. You can't even tell on camera, but he's puny compared to Cerberus and Scorch over here. The mouths are already super loose. Like, they just don't close. And, like, I shake it and you can hear it. That is not good. They should shut. Again, the Dinos had a similar issue. On a way smaller scale, they wouldn't close all the way. But it wasn't that big of a deal. I do like the rotation in the heads, obviously. I mean, you can get a lot of nice dynamic poses with these 3 heads it has. Definitely really cool. Sorry, a bit out of it. There's this weird shell on the back. I noticed that even before I got this thing. Not sure what that's supposed to be, if that's like part of the lore, the Cerberus lore in whatever mythology he's from, the Harry Potter movies or whatever. That's a joke, by the way. So, I don't know. It doesn't look like a saddle. That looks like a shell. Whatever. It kind of continues all the way down here. The tail, I'm just pretty sure is the exact same as Scorch's, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And the legs are also the exact same as Scorch's. Are his longer? Nope, they're the exact same. So nothing much to talk about there. The body, also the molding. I gotta say, the molding is actually top notch. Again, the quality of plastic, quality of the joints, garbage. But the molds themselves are great. They're not too heavy, except for Cerberus. He's very top heavy, obviously because of this. But these suction cups are so good. I feel like that's not even an issue. One thing, though the suction cups work super well, because they're super big and they're super nice, picking them up is challenging. So if you're animating, you're gonna have to like get your whole hand in the shot, grab him and yank him up, which was shaking my whole set, and it's gonna like destroy whatever shot you're working on. So your best bet is to have him not actually planted into the floor, or I don't know, that'd be tricky. It goes for all of these, I feel like. Can't really think of any animations now made by any of us in the community where like the cups aren't planted in the ground or floor or whatever in the shot. And I feel like when they make the animations themselves, like Stikbot Central, they just have magnets like they normally do. So I feel like that's not a good comparison. I am losing it right now. I'm sorry. But the point I'm trying to make is these are cool. They look cool. The glow in the dark looks cool on camera. It looks way better in person. Some of the product images looked really weird. They were like shining a light through it. Hold on, let me look. Hold on. Even when you shine a light through it, it doesn't look weird. Oh, I have to show them in glow in the dark too, don't I? Dang. I don't know. I'm gonna do that. There's a window in my room. But yeah, these are the monsters. I'm just repeating the same thing. I don't even know why you're still watching this video. My overall thoughts. If I'm gonna rank them, I definitely have to say it goes Cerberus, Scorch, Gigantus. Cerberus right here, solid 8 out of 10. Scorch is definitely a 7, and Gigantus is a 5. I do not like Gigantus. But that's in terms of overall. The plastic really brings it down, but I'm more of a collector, so I'm pretty much never gonna use these aside from like, I don't know. They're just gonna sit in a drawer. Okay, I don't even think I'm gonna customize these remotely, and I'm definitely not using them in an animation. They do not fit with my animation style currently. So yeah, that's it. Do I recommend buying these? The most important thing of a review. No, I don't. Should you buy these over the normal monsters? I mean Mega Monsters. It depends. I don't think the price is any different. It's mostly up to your own taste. I'd prefer these over the regular ones because they just look cooler. Also, I kind of got them for free. So at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you're a collector and, you know, they're just going to sit on a shelf or they're just going to sit in a drawer, 100% buy them. They're cool. But if you're an animator or if you play, okay, well, if you play with them and they're going to get worn out anyway, then go right on ahead. It might break. I don't know. I'm not going to test that. But if you're an animator, don't bother. Just do not bother. Try and find like a lucky eBay listing of one of the Mega Monsters from a couple years ago. Those are most likely a better quality. Yeah. One thing I did want to see was how they looked with the translucent monsters. So let me grab those real quick. And there they are with the translucent monsters. Gotta be honest, I do like the aesthetic. They look a little out of place considering all of them are just one color, the Mega ones. But I don't really care. I think the glow-in-the-dark aesthetic is super cool. I hope maybe we get like translucent versions of these guys, not glow-in-the-dark, and maybe even glow-in-the-dark versions of the monsters. They could bring back the blind packs, you know? Do a little bit of collecting thing. I don't know. But yeah, I really like the monsters. Look, I did say in my other video about when I did say in my review of the translucent monsters that their plastic felt cheap, but that was back then, and it's gotten way worse since. And honestly, it's not that bad, all things considered. I don't know what I was talking about. I can handle it compared to these things. And I'm scared to see how Stikbots are going to be in another year. I mean, they literally singled out plastic packaging for the eco-friendly packaging, which is better, but like, we all know why they did that. And another thing, what's this? For anyone who got Mega Monsters off the Zing store, like at any point, what did they come in? I kind of expected them to come in plastic. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I expected them to come like in a plastic sort of thing. Like here's one. I have one. These are Stikbot molds. I kind of expected them to come in something like that, but they didn't, and I was really surprised. Again, I can't honestly tell if this is meant to save on cost or like be good for the environment, because they have the normal packaging like for stores but without the plastic. So I mean, okay, better for the environment, cheaper. I guess it's a win-win. But regardless, yeah, like I said, if you're a collector, get them. If you're an animator, don't get them. If you play with Stikbots, first off, get off my channel. This isn't for kids. And second off, yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want. Like 40 bucks, I think. I don't know. Again, yeah, I got them for free. There was a contest on Instagram. Take a picture of your collection. I did. I got first. And this is one of the prizes, so. Actually, you know what? People always complain about Zing shipping. These only, from what I understand, these only took like 3 days to get here. I'll take it. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to do all that stuff below. Make sure to join my Discord server and follow me on Instagram. Link in the description. Hold on. I almost forgot to do the scaling. Let me just do it. Alright, hold on. Okay. This is Gigantus. Next to a normal Stikbot. This is Scorch. Next to a normal Stikbot. And this is Cerberus next to a normal Stikbot. I remember I wanted to be like, hey, make sure to do a scaling with Stikbots, and I forgot, so there. So here we have the monsters. I wasn't planning on showing them glowing, but I figured I might as well because the video is coming out like a week after I recorded it, and I had the time, so. Let me turn off my lights here. Sorry. Okay. That's kind of cool. I mean, I'm a sucker for glow-in-the-dark stuff. And these are awesome. They look worse in person than they do on camera, which is strange. Actually, they look better. They look like a less vibrant, but it's a deeper green in real life, and it looks like sort of like an X-ray. Instead of it being this like muddled big green mess that you guys see, it's like just the outlines of the Stikbots are showing through, and it looks super cool. Like all close up, these guys look so awesome. My mood's definitely changed, by the way. Earlier in that video, like there was a point where I almost passed out. I have zero clue what was going on, so sorry about how out of it I was when I was recording that. But regardless, yeah. Again, these look super cool. I'll give them that. And the glow in the dark, the feature actually works. It lasts, I don't know how long. But yeah, they do definitely look way cooler when they're glowing. And I'm sorry, I'm just I'm geeking out over here. These look so awesome. Especially, like, again, in person, they look way cooler. Like, the camera doesn't do it justice. I'm looking at all of these right now, and, like, a close-up in there. Super cool. So, yeah, I figured I'd show you guys that. Let me turn my lights back on. I forgot to mention these things. They look weird, but they're the hand things that come with it. I'm not sure exactly why they do that, but I don't know. I just keep them in like one of those eggs for the dinos that's sitting in a drawer. I have so many drawers. And I never use them. I don't see you used to. I guess you use them as handcuffs, but they look really weird as just handcuffs, so yeah. What was I saying? But yeah, so without further ado, keep on hogging my goose and ham sandwiches. Make sure to join all this. I'm too tired for this, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Hello everyone, welcome back to Stikbot.